Introduction. Today we are going to talk about a country whose history stretches back thousands of years. That country is Uzbekistan. Located in Central Asia, this country is not just a modern state but also a center of ancient civilizations. Famous cities were born here, great scholars emerged from this land, and powerful empires once rose here. Ancient trade caravans passed through this region. Conquering armies marched across it, and many cultures of the world mixed here. In today's video, we will explore the history of Uzbekistan from the ancient world to the modern era. Chapter 1. Ancient Times. Thousands of years ago, the region that is now Uzbekistan was part of two important civilizations, Sogdiana, Bactria. Both of these regions were important centers of trade, culture, and civilization in the ancient world. At that time, there was an important trade route known as the Silk Road. This route connected China with Europe. Silk from China, spices from India, carpets from Persia, and luxury goods from Rome were traded along this route. Two cities that became major centers of this trade were Samarkand, Bukhara. These cities were not only trade centers but also hubs of knowledge and culture. Chapter 2. The Invasion of Alexander the Great. In 330 BC, the famous conqueror, Alexander the Great, invaded Central Asia. After conquering Persia, he moved toward this region. When his armies entered Sogdiana and Bactria, they faced strong resistance. Local tribes and rulers fought long battles against Alexander's forces. Eventually, Alexander captured the region and Greek cultural influence began to spread. During this time, several Greek-style cities were established. Chapter 3. The Islamic Era. In the 7th and 8th centuries, the Arab Empire was expanding rapidly. At that time, Arab armies were led by Qutayba ibn Muslim. He led campaigns into Central Asia, and eventually Islam was introduced to the region. After that, Bukhara, Samarkand, became major centers of Islamic knowledge. Many great scholars were born here. One of the most famous was Muhammad al-Bukhari, who compiled the famous book of Hadith, Sahih al-Bukhari. Even today, this book holds great importance in the Islamic world. Chapter 4. The Empire of Timur. In the 14th century, a powerful conqueror emerged. Timur, also known as Timur the Lame, Tamerlane. He built a vast empire stretching across Central Asia, the Middle East, Persia, India, and parts of Russia. Timur made Samarkand the capital of his empire. He turned the city into one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Mosques, madrasas, and magnificent buildings were constructed. During Timur's rule, Samarkand became a global center of knowledge, art, and trade. Chapter 5. The Uzbek Khanates. After Timur's death, his empire gradually weakened. New states called Khanates emerged in the region. The most important ones were Khanate of Bukhara, Khiva Khanati, Khanate of Kokand. These states ruled Central Asia for many years. Chapter 6. The Russian Empire. In the 19th century, a new power began expanding into Central Asia. That power was the Russian Empire. Russia gradually conquered large parts of Central Asia. Eventually, most of the territory of Uzbekistan came under Russian control. During this period, Russian political and cultural influence increased greatly. Chapter 7. The Soviet Era. In 1917, a major revolution took place in Russia known as the Russian Revolution. After the revolution, a new state was formed, Soviet Union. In 1924, Uzbekistan became part of the Soviet Union. It was named the Uzbek Soviet Socialist Republic. During the Soviet period, industrial development, education, and urban growth were promoted. However, political freedom was very limited. Chapter 8. Independence. In 1991, the dissolution of the Soviet Union led to the independence of many countries. After that, Uzbekistan became an independent nation. The first president of the country was Islam Karimov. He attempted to build Uzbekistan into a modern state. Chapter 9. Modern Uzbekistan. Today, Uzbekistan is one of the important countries of Central Asia. Its major cities include Tashkent, Samarkand, Bukhara. These cities are still famous for their rich historical heritage. Conclusion. The history of Uzbekistan shows that this region has long been a crossroads of civilizations. Ancient trade routes, Islamic scholarship, the empire of Timur, Russian rule, and finally independence. All of these phases shaped the Uzbekistan we see today. Perhaps that is why cities like Samarkand and Bukhara are still considered among the most historic cities in the world.